Hey, how you doing?
I did it right that time.
How's it going? We've been talking.
That was
for 2
awesome.
minutes.
Well, I've been doing this for like 5 years, you know.
Yeah, I know, right? Celebrating 5 years, and we still just start.
You all in the chat missed it. We started the show without you.
We've been talking for like 5 minutes here.
Yeah, thinking we had started the show and we hadn't, but we're here now.
We lost half the audience, so please like and share.
And now I just don't even feel like talking about it. I've already talked about everything I wanted to.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good.
Jeez. Happy New Year. Cheers.
Happy New Year, guys. Yeah,
Happy
cheers
New
to
Year,
that.
buddy.
Happy 2024.
Thank you all for the birthday wishes.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, John.
Appreciate it.
49.
Wow. Grant, what's been going on in your world?
49. I like how he dodged. He completely dodged that question in perfect form, John. Perfectly done.
We finally got some cold weather. I guess you guys got a little cooler weather down there in Texas.
Yeah, it's wet and cold.
Yeah.
What's it like over there in Japan? While Japan, he was in Toronto, and I seen they had a big earthquake over in Japan yesterday, like 7.5.
I didn't hear about
Everybody,
that.
I think it was. I'm definitely not going to pronounce the name right, so I'll just say like West Central Japan.
Oh, you know what? I did see some video clips on that.
Wild Game Pursuit, what's up? Peter Orchard, we'll say hi to everybody again. Ben, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Right. Just for the record, we've said hello to everybody, to all of you guys. Yeah, like 2 or 3 times.
You just didn't know it.
I said some very sweet things. We don't have time to recap this, but I said some very sweet things about every single one of you.
And I said some very wise things, but yeah, we don't have time to go back into that.
Yeah, so it's just take our word for
it. Yeah. Profound.
Yeah, that's scary. That big of an earthquake.
Yeah.
And I guess California had some pretty big waves. I guess it was.
Yeah, they're getting hit.
Yeah, that beach, the RVs getting warm. Oh my goodness, that stuff looked terrible. A lot of money right there getting tore up.
Yeah, we finally got some colder weather. Got some new ducks in today. We had a pretty good hunt today. Had some excitement. Had some good hunts last week, but nothing quite like that opening day Tuesday. But there'll definitely be some, probably a compilation of hunts. Some, here.
Nice. I like
a couple of them. We did go back and look at some of the footage, and a couple of them it was still pretty dark for the camera, so we didn't get the shots. And you can see the fire coming out of the gun, and that's about it. Janet shot one day last week. I never even seen it. It came in and she shot it, dropped it, and I was like, "Where did that duck come from?" And she was telling me we were looking back on the camera to see if we could see it come in, but we couldn't.
Crazy. Stanley, what you been up to?
We made it out. So obviously for the holidays, we had all the family down here, which was freaking awesome. Had a full week of just a week off. And Peter Orchard Studios in the chat down here, he got to come down here and brought the family down. Went and stayed with my parents out in the log cabin. We which was great. We went and burned. I can't even tell you how much firewood. Just went and had a bonfire every single night, just drinking whiskey and smoking cigars and having a blast. And then we had this superb weather window on Saturday that you probably, if you follow any Texas fishermen, everybody got videos out this week. I'm holding off on mine. I filmed one, but I did have an appearance in the Texas Beach Bum video. I had a little shout out on that one because I ran into him down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's the first time I've ever actually run in and talked to him. Saw Nick Meyer down there, all of my favorite, YouTube people. Took a second though. I stopped and talked to Beach Bum, and we had a blast. We were just killing it. It was awesome. It was gorgeous weather. And then it turned and it got cold. The cold front blew in and just blew everything out. But man, we hit the day just perfect. It was a good one.
Nice. Sweet. Yep, those ones are hard to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
If it hadn't have been, I mean, it's weird fishing right now, so I don't know what I could have done. But if I hadn't had the family here, we had a beautiful beach day out on the National Seashore. We went way down to Big Shell, and I was actually fishing like a mile away from Beach Bum. But man, if I'd have known it was gonna be that clear and I didn't have the family here, I might have been spearfishing out in Port Aransas just to see the conditions because it was so clear.
Yeah, I saw some video clips and pictures from Port Aransas at the jetties, and it was flat, calm, and clear blue water. I'm like, golly, I've never seen it like that.
Rare.
Yeah. Lucky folks who timed it right.
Definitely.
So it is John's birthday. We're going to be celebrating that tonight. John?
Yep.
I'm curious, how have things changed in the last 92 years? What have you like? What are the things that you're
asshole? He said 9 or 10 years, right? Is it 9 or 10? 9 or 10 years. Oh man, you know what? This is that weird year. You know, I'm turned 59, so. Nothing special really happens. It's just another step closer to the grave. But on a good note,
well, so far you've got the grave beat 59 to 0. So you've got a pretty good track record so far.
And on a good note, this will be my last year being employed.
Yeah. That's right. We're gonna put a countdown over. I'm gonna put one on right now.
I already got one, bro.
You got a banner we can pull up something?
No, I just got it on my phone.
300.
That's what my phone says. My phone says I got 365 days.
So you gotta wait.
Yeah, I hit 20 years in this job on the day I turned 60, which are the magic numbers for me for retiring from this job. So I am looking forward to that. And then we got a granddaughter who's going to be here anytime now in the next 6 to 7 weeks. She's going to be here. So
yeah, that's bigger.
Yeah, that is bigger.
It's way bigger than that.
Yeah, and this one's going to be right here in Texas with us. Going to get spoiled rotten. So I'm going to enjoy that.
Yep. Be pretty neat.
Yep.
Gonna need to get her out there onto the water, get her some beach time, get her learned.
She's gonna become the first mate on the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
So what about the rest of you in the chat? How's your New Year's gone so far? What'd you do for New Year's and Christmas and all that? You know, while Japan was in Canada, and then there's a hurricane or a earthquake in Japan. But he missed it, right? He was back in Japan just after it.
Right. It was on the other side.
Yeah, it's the other side of the island, yeah.
Oh, the other side of the island. Okay. That's great.
Yeah, they went and did they were playing some hockey, and I don't know. We were enjoying the pictures in the Discord server before we came on here. That was cool, man.
Spoiled by the grandparents. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, hopefully I've got another 5 or 10 years before that happens.
Yeah. Well, you're still a youngster.
Yeah, mine turned 21 over 4 days ago.
Wow. Yeah, that's right.
Congratulations on that.
That's right.
It's crazy.
21.
Yeah, we were out at the beach, and for the first, like when we first got out there, it was like little, like upper 60s, probably dead wind. So it was, sunny and really nice out there. And then the wind kind of picked up just a hair, 10 miles an hour, not terrible, but it was just enough to where we had to put on jackets.
Yeah.
And then of course he leaves here and drives right up into freezing weather. That sucks.
Yeah. I don't know what it's doing north of here, but I'm sure it's not as nice because here it's crappy. So I'm sure up by Dallas and all that, it's probably really crappy too. There's Gunpoint Llama.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Appreciate you coming hanging out with us, sir.
Yes, we do. Did we get some photos this week? Did we do the whole photo thing, or was that?
I got them.
Oh,
I've
cool.
been collecting them we've been collecting them since the last live stream that we did, and we are going to be kicking off a new. So I don't have the last the 2023 Wall of Fame that we put together all of last year. I've got all that stuff collected. I haven't. It's going to take me a couple of weeks probably to get that project finished. Now that I have 100 photos that I have to edit into one file, but regardless, we're kicking off 2024 now. We're going to be starting at the end of the stream tonight. We are going to be looking at everybody's photos, and we are going to be selecting a winner, and we're going to start building up our 2024 Wall of Fame.
You were born a day late. Well, a day late in several years. Tomorrow, huh? Well, good. Good on you.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
We'll be the same age for a couple months.
Oh. So your birthday's in what, March or so?
March.
Stanley, what month is your birthday?
December. I was celebrating my birthday over our break, and I just turned 43.
How old?
43.
Oh, okay. I thought you tried to say 23.
Well, if I can understand if you look at me and think that.
No. I knew that would have been a fallacy.
Only an attitude.
Or maturity.
Yeah, maturity level. Definitely. I would imagine, and this is not a slight on anybody, but I imagine the average maturity level of like everybody here is probably sitting in the low 30s, upper 20s.
Probably. I wouldn't.
Maybe a little lower than that.
Wouldn't doubt that. Poor Gunpoint Llama. He's just been catching trout for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dozens of them.
Nice.
Nice. Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama gods.
Coming up from Australia down there, we'll bring him on and see what's going on down there. We got our foreign correspondent ready to go.
That's crazy.
That's fun. I look forward to that. We need to get some Australia live stream fishing happening.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. From the future. Fishing
Farm
from
Mall
the
Fanatic, how you doing?
What's up, Farm Mall?
What's up, man?
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, I saw that. It glitched on my end too. I seen the little spinning wheel.
Yeah. My internet sucks here tonight, so if I start glitching out, just start talking over me. I'll figure it out.
Hey, I don't know if it was just you or if it was the whole thing. It glitched on me too.
I can't tell with my internet being the way that it is. Dalai Lama says, I'm on data, doesn't seem to... Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, might have been ours. Yeah, probably was on our end. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was.
Still think about Stanley having a family at his place, a bunch of orchards standing around. Yeah, man. We were out at my parents' house all week, so the bonfire and everything was out at the. They live in a log cabin out north of Corpus Christi, out in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, I mean that's what we did every night. Like we went over there. We kept. I had to work a couple of days, so I'd come home and then we'd drive over there. Late afternoon, have dinner. And dude, it was straight to the fire and straight to the bottles of whiskey and straight to the cigars, and that's what we were doing.
Sound like a good time. Cyber attack. Dun dun dun.
I like the sound of this.
Our local news station meteorologist, one of them, moved down to Orlando. And so I followed him on Facebook, and I still see his post. And they've been getting some 30s and 40s down there. I think he took the cold weather with him.
I hope it changes because in about another week and a half, I'm going to be down there. So
yeah,
doing some crappie fishing. So hopefully that all changes. Hope it's nice and
Who you?
I've got a army buddy that's down there, and so he does a lot of fishing, gator hunting, and all that. So he invited me to come down, and so my brother-in-law's meeting me down there. And then he wants me to come later in the year when they get their gator tags and film a gator hunt with them. And I'm like, yeah.
You guys need a cameraman.
Right? That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd say it just depends on the jet stream. If it dips down to Florida or not.
Right. For the weather.
Mhm.
Yeah, it could be 80 degrees or it could be 40 degrees.
Yeah. We were there a couple of years ago in February, and it actually got hot in the afternoons. You know what I mean? The sun shining, you wanted to find some shade. So, yeah, it's not like here in February, there's not many days you can go outside and say it's hot out.
Right.
Might be comfortable, warm, but not hot.
I don't know. Sometimes it does get down into the 60s. It's kind of miserable.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what part of Florida, too. If you're in the Panhandle up north versus Miami or the Keys, I don't think you'd have to worry about it if you're down in the Keys.
Yeah. Yeah, we were in the Keys. That's where it was hot. Yeah. Oh my God! Hey, that's right up my alley right now. I've just gotten back into doing some rod building. As a matter of fact, got a new power wrapper now, so it should be able to knock them out a little quicker. It's a good hobby.
Is that just an upgrade?
Huh?
An upgrade? I saw you posted that.
Yeah. So I was doing them by hand, right, where you're putting on the line and turning the rod yourself. This has a foot pedal. It has a motor, right, and so you can now concentrate on getting your thread on with your hands without having to try to turn the rod at the same time. It's turning the rod for you. And then it also does, when you dry it after you've done the epoxy, right, you got to have it slowly turn to dry so you don't get any sags or anything. And it does that too. So it has two different motors for two different speeds.
Sweet.
So yeah, it was a big upgrade. I got two brand new blanks sitting here that I haven't decided yet what I'm doing with. I just had a buddy. All the rods I've built, there's only been 6 of them. They're just for me and Audrey. And then we had a good friend. She had a battle with breast cancer and won. And so her husband asked if we make her one, and we did. We made her a nice inshore rod. So that's the only one I've ever made that someone else besides me or Audrey has. But I got a friend contact me today about doing one for one of his buddies that's retiring from the sheriff office. So I haven't talked to him again about it, but if he contacts me back, I'll probably do that too. Because I want more experience building them, but I can't build, 20 rods for just me. It gets a little ridiculous.
What's the cost on that, getting one of those built?
The 2 I got right now, about the cheapest you could go, and it's right under $100 just for the components. That doesn't include thread, that doesn't include the epoxy, any of the supplies. But for the guides, the rod itself, the reel seat and handles and all that, your cheapest is probably just under $100. And that's why custom rods are so expensive, because then add on somebody's labor, right? And a $100 rod becomes $150, $200 rod real quick. So the nice thing about it is you can get a rod, they can find a rod that meets your specs. They can do guides that, there's different levels of quality of guides. So how much you want to spend, you can get whatever level of guide you want, reel seats, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you could tie up some money pretty quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you go looking around for, especially like offshore custom rods, man, you're looking at $500-$600 for an offshore custom rod.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, everything's so expensive. Our cooler zippers kept breaking. It's like 7 years old. We ran over this afternoon to Paducah and went to Academy, Dick's, Walmart, and what they had was either not what we wanted or too damn expensive. I mean, a basic 18-can Igloo black cooler was $60, and I'm like,
yeah,
that's crazy. Just a soft
Yep, everything's going up.
Yeah.
And the other thing I found because I stopped messing with rods for about a year or two, and I got back into it, COVID and all that, and that is still affecting stuff. Right? It's still hard to find some components and stuff, and for businesses to keep them in stock for you because of all the issues from 2020 and the manufacturing and all that still hasn't caught back up. So, or it's somebody's excuse to, charge higher prices for something. I don't know.
I don't think, they'll never go back down to what they were. I mean, there's just too much profit to be made now that people are accustomed to the prices where they're at. They might go down, but they'll never return.
They'll never go back where they were.
Yeah.
Just like lumber and all that came down, but never went back.
Perfect example, lumber,
There you go. So that's what the rods I built, the first 4 or 5 were all inshore rods. And then I just built those 2 offshore rods that I finished. So I haven't built a bass rod or anything like that yet.
We got an update here from Australia. Dalai Lama, no takes on he's fishing with the bonita head right now, casting off the beach, and no takes on that. Where are you at right now? Like, what beach are you on? I can pull it up on maps so we can see where in the world you're at right now.
One of those ones where great whites swim around.
Yeah, he gets. I mean, you've seen the pictures he pulls up. Like when he gets into stuff. Of course, he's just now hitting summertime. For him, or he's midsummer. So when we're in, summer and we're digging through 1,000 pictures on the live streams, it's his wintertime. He's not doing as well, but right now is his bread and butter. So yeah, he's the one that's getting all the big rays and all the sharks and stuff.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop us a pin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's not like you will steal your spot.
Yeah.
12-foot rod. Are you making Dalai Lama guys? Is that going to be a 1-piece, or are you going to do 2-piece, or what?
You got to do 2-piece on that, don't you? 12-footer?
Yeah, I mean, I had 12-foot 1-piece, but you don't see very many of them because they're so cantankerous. Nobody wants to travel around with a 12-foot rod.
Yeah, that's such a hard thing to like you said, travel around with.
Yeah. I have not built a 2-piece rod yet. I've only built 1-piece, so that'd be interesting. I'd do that.
Gunpoint Llama says, I want to get into custom rods someday. Seems cool. Lure making, like the idea of catching something on something you made. Totally agree with that. Something I want to get into also. Toys.
Even making your own lure and catching something off of it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, definitely. Yeah, I can see where fly fishermen, that's one of the things they really dig is tie their own fly and then catch something on it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely neat.
2-piece, okay. Very cool.
Yeah, so he's saying that the really hardcore dudes are going for like 15-foot rods.
Yeah.
We've got a guy down here. We talk about it every now and then. Nick Meyer makes the breakaway tackle big surf casting rods, and I'm not gonna lie, I've twice now gone and priced them. I'm really curious about getting my hands on one of those. It'd be perfect for pompano fishing right now, so I don't have to get wet when it's freezing outside. I just cannot justify the cost right now. It's like I spend less money on a cold medicine getting wet at the beach than where the cost of the rod is not offsetting whatever that Dayquil.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine a 15-foot rod. I think I've fished with a 12-foot 2-piece crappie rod before. I've got a couple 10-foot 2-pieces, but I couldn't imagine a 15.5-foot.
Yeah, I think I top off at 10s.
My coast rods, I had the 12. I got rid of it. I got 10-foot and a couple 9-foot that I use for down at the coast. And then crappie rods, I think I still have a 14-foot that I haven't used yet. Got a 12 and a 10, and then I got the little ultralights that are like 5 foot or whatever.
Right. What's up, Mark J. Larson? Happy New Year.
Mark J. in the house. Good to see you.
3D printer for Christmas. That would be neat. Print lures, come up with your own designs.
Yeah, that is kind of neat.
Ben, if that is something that you are you want to have a fun conversation about, I've got some things that I don't have a 3D printer. That's not something that I can get into. But for somebody who's interested in 3D printing some lures, I have some family secrets that I wouldn't mind trying to throw into some lures. And if you want to talk about that, play with some stuff, I would not mind having that conversation with a close friend that I can trust.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Threw some duck on the pit and said it was good, huh?
Nice.
He's getting into barbecuing hard this year.
Cool.
Yeah, I think you could make some like jointed, almost like a jointed, maybe 8 or 10 joints in a lizard or a worm or something with the 3D printer. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Right? Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter says he's already doing it.
Peter? He's so busy.
Your own brother.
No. He said he has a 3D printer, but he also has a pile of stuff on his plate that is way too tall for him to be getting into printing lures. He needs to be focused on his other stuff. That's unless you want to get into like making lures. Like if you want to like actually get into that as being like a thing, I'm cool with that. But
from Martin, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Happy New Year.
What's up, David? Happy New Year. Happy birthday.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the thing now. I guess you can probably get one for a decent price nowadays. I don't know how much the filament or whatever it is you use to.
Yeah, and what kind of material does certain printers can work on certain types of material? I don't know nothing about any of that.
I don't either, and I don't want to. I would rather partner with somebody than trying to figure out another thing.
Right. Inline spinners, yeah.
I've seen TikToks of people have like a whole room set up with 12, 15, 20 3D printers and all of them going at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get into like some manufacturing stuff like that, like I do see that there being some value in that.
Yeah, inline MEP style.
Yeah, just buy the wire and the hooks and the spinners. We made buzz baits and spinner baits in junior high. It was pretty cool.
And you didn't need no 3D printer, did you?
No, we just needed some lead and the mold and heat it up and melt it and pour it and bend the wires. And we bought the skirts in like little strips and had this little special tool, and it's pretty neat. It was a long time ago.
He's got a 3D printer and wants to have a farm. What do those two have in common? Are we trying to?
I think he's talking about what I'm talking about. Just a 3D printer farm, basically.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what are you gonna print out a farm? I mean, I don't understand.
In today's day and age, you hook up a little bit of AI to that, it's probably possible. Yeah.
Right. You never know.
Have you seen the Ray-Ban AI glasses?
No. What is? Oh, I got to look that up here.
It's got a camera on the side of the lens here, and then I guess you could say like, just like Alexa, and it's got a speaker where you can hear in the earpieces. It's a camera, video. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Wow.
$350 for the Pro. I think the base model was like $300.
Now, that'd be cool. I can understand that. CNC style.
Here, I've got it here. I'm bringing it up.
I just saw those over the weekend.
Man, AI is going to take over everything, ain't it?
No, it's not.
No?
I refuse to jump into the AI thing. Obviously, I use it for some images on thumbnails for the live streams. I don't I don't mess with it for hardly anything
I've
else.
done nothing with AI.
They're pretty looking glasses.
Yeah,
Pretty expensive. What do they do?
they're meta. They got the metadata or whatever. It's got a camera on that left side, and looks just like Alexa. You can talk to it, and it's got an earpiece, and
That's some weird shit.
12 megapixel camera, live stream to Instagram and Facebook.
Golly.
Yeah.
Wow.
5 microphones, audio for the ear.
Live streaming from your vision, right?
Right.
What you're looking at while you're fishing.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
man. I wonder how good is that kid? 12 megapixel?
That's pictures, right? What about what's the video capability?
Yeah, the one that we saw looked pretty sharp. But I mean,
Crazy.
who knows, man? Years from now, a couple years from now, there's no telling what they're gonna have.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of talk now about implants and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
I mean-
interface with your brain and all that.
How difficult? I thought about this in high school when they first started doing Bluetooth and stuff like that. But you have that piercing on your so like you can get that piercing on this little part of your ear right here.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just make that piercing a Bluetooth microphone?
Ooh.
You know, like I don't want that, but I don't understand how more of that hasn't happened already.
Yeah. Have your Bluetooth magnetic clip to it or something so you can still take it off and plug it.
Exactly.
Charge it.
Exactly.
There you go. There's your millions. Nobody steal it. You heard it here first. Stanley's got the patent on it.
I don't even. I'm going next level. I'm not even going to invent the Bluetooth microphone that does that. You just come over to my house. I'll pierce your ear. We'll finagle it. We'll make your pre-existing Bluetooth work for like $10. We'll make it happen.
Ruko's bath. Oh,
Roku.
what is that? That's something now too. huh?
That's a technology
Roku.
thing. Yeah, hold on. I know what this is. Roku. I got to look it up though. It's been a minute.
Yeah, Dan, we go fishing. Exactly. That's kind of what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Elon Musk talking about it's going to be able to a chip that you're going to be able to have implanted that will link to your brain. I'm like, golly, I don't think I want all that.
Right.
Somebody's going to have a self-destruct button on that thing. you do one thing wrong, pop, you're gone.
Yep, exactly. Well, I'm not playing into that one. So if we're in a simulation, that sucks for me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the aliens are farming us
Wow.
so we can dig their gold. So they can power their spaceships.
But yeah, we're just like, what is it like on? Oh, where the batteries?
Peter says you don't even need ears anymore. What the what?
Yeah, they make those for deaf people.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, the bone conducting headphones. I don't like those. I had a guy, a friend. He might be listening in. Dennis, if you're listening in, I apologize. I'm going to call you out on this, but an assistant manager at a place that I used to work at. My assistant manager, he had those bone conducting things, and he would use them to talk to me, like, we were on different sides of the office and stuff like that, so that I could, we could communicate. And I'd hated those things. It was so freaking difficult to figure out what he was saying. I always had to just walk to the front and be like, dude, I cannot understand a word you're saying with those. I'm sure the technology gets better. I remember him using those, and I was like, I'm not a fan.
Every aspect of streaming production.
Yeah. It is everywhere. They are implementing that stuff into everything, and it's just starting off. Who knows what direction it's going to go.
Yep.
we're not going to be able to get away from that. That's that's for sure. That doesn't mean I'm going to lean into it. Okay, so here's my take on it. So this is my beef with it, is that a lot of YouTubers are using just the cheapest forms of AI to make their thumbnails, to script their videos, to do the audio narration over their videos, and to actually make the videos. Like, they actually use AI to make the video content
I
that
don't
they
even understand
use.
how that works.
It doesn't. That's the thing, is it doesn't work. It's crap. Everybody knows it's crap. Nobody wants any of this. It's the very first video that you skip when you're skipping through a bunch of videos, and I'm not going to have any part of that. Like, I will play with stuff every now and then. Like today's thumbnail, for example. That's an AI image that I created because I needed something that was representative of a birthday, and I wanted it to be kind of like, I wanted it to look vintage because John's vintage, and I wanted it to look, colorful and splashy.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
But that's it. That's where I draw the line. I'm not going to use AI to mess with my content. They have some stuff. I won't even lie. They have some stuff on my editor that I use that's all AI driven now, and that's kind of cool. They're toys to play with. They're tools, but other than for use specifically as a tool, you're not gonna be seeing. We do outdoor stuff. We do fishing, salt of the earth kind of people. I'm not gonna try to cram a bunch of AI crap down everybody's throat.
Hey, man, I don't think so. I think that one expired within 30 days of the video. You could always check and put it in there, and if it doesn't give it to you, and you can find it. I'll be honest with you. That drone, you had to use a discount code on their website. But if you buy it off of Amazon, you'll get a better price than if you buy it off their website. So if you're interested in that drone, find it on Amazon. Buy it on Amazon. That's honesty in marketing in 2024.
Hey, my question on that, you like that better than the DJI?
Some aspects are better and some are not. The DJI, the U.S. government has been after for a while now because, it's China and they're gathering our data, and so they've been making it real hard to use it. There was a time where you couldn't get the app on Google Play or any of those things, or for your iPhone. So that's a pain in the butt, because now when you go into the app that is available, it tries to sell you upgrades and stuff. But this other one, there's a couple issues I have. Sometimes when you're flying and you're recording, you'll catch a prop in the image, right? For some reason, the camera just angles a little bit and catches the front prop. And so I don't like that. If it's an image you're trying to use, some it doesn't matter, but some it does. It stands up way better in wind than the smaller DJI. But also, since it's larger, it's more than 250 grams, I guess it is. It does have to be registered through the federal government and all that, where the DJI, that's its selling point. The Mini is 249 grams, so you don't have to register it.
Right.
So they both have good points and bad points, I guess.
Yeah. So obviously, yes. That's AI just read us on that one. They came up with the image. I just gave them a prompt saying, I need an old-looking thumbnail for John. That's what they came up with.
A pinup.
Wasn't gonna argue, but I will say. So to be fair, because we have discussions about this, obviously, like you've seen a little bit of that in recent thumbnails for these live streams, and you have my word here. I am not going to lean heavily into this.
Good, I agree.
Yeah, we've had this conversation. Yeah, I had to submit this for approval. And I know that next week, if I do the same thing, it is not going to get approved. Yeah, so we are going to limit this, but it will happen from time to time.
Once in a while, when it's very appropriate, or we just feel like it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be a weekly thing. Don't expect that.
Yeah, no problem, Ben. Shop around. Ooh, there's more thunder.
Yeah, and that's a lot to do with what your intentions are with using it. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd like to have, if I could just spend the money that whatever I wanted, I'd get probably something with thermal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want something that can drop baits.
Neither of these these are cheaper ones. Neither of them have obstacle avoidance, right? The nicer ones, the more expensive ones have obstacle avoidance, so it will keep you from flying into that tree. And these ones, it's just going to fly right in that tree if that's where you're going. You know what I mean? So you have to be a little more careful with these ones.
Yep.
Boy, it's coming down outside now.
Oh, good. Bring it my way. I need my yard needs a little greening up.
Gosh, it's been rainy all day and just cold, and some thunder.
Guess we need to take some pictures.
Oh yeah,
Let me bring that up. You're right. It is that time
it
here.
is that time. Let's see some outdoor pictures.
So starting things off, just so in case nobody was believing me, I completely forgot this bring. So that's been my last 2 weeks.
Look at the pompano. Hey, your father-in-law caught all those.
Yeah. He's the one. I'm not gonna lie. So he's the one that turned me onto those trout, and got an interesting story. I don't want to talk about my interesting story on a live stream, so I'll probably talk about it on a podcast, or I talked about it a little bit in the Discord server, something like that. But I got trout. It was a bit of a home run.
Nice looking.
Yeah.
Little inside joke on that. I'll talk about it later. Not gonna do it on a live stream. But yeah, so that's been my last couple of weeks. Been a good one. And yeah, I owe a lot to my father-in-law. My father-in-law got me into the trout, and then it was my dad and family, everybody I got into the pompano with.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Look how calm it is out there in that picture.
Oh, it was so gorgeous.
Jeez.
Yeah. Just dead flat.
Mm. Just doesn't happen often.
Yeah, not often enough. You got to take advantage when you can.
Mm-hmm.
So, as usual, this is the pictures brought to you by the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server. There is a link in the description down below. Come and join us. Have some fun with us. Let us know what it is that you're doing every week. These are our photos of the week. Actually going to be the photos of the last 2 weeks that we're going to be taking a look here. So
2 weeks.
See how everybody else is kicking off the beginning of the year.
Oh man, rooster fish.
Right out of the gate, right?
Wow. Flop-a-top. Nice.
Yeah.
Trout.
Yeah, Pickle doing some ice fishing.
And I'm willing to bet, I'm not sure, but that fish that Rolf has up there, I can't tell exactly. I think that's an Almaco. Your two options are Almaco or Amberjack. And
right.
Almacos are legal. You can keep those any size. That's like a freebie.
Yeah. And there's supposed to be a little better table fare too. I don't know.
I think they're amazing. They're one of my favorites. So if I'm right about that, that is a heck of a catch right there, that little Almaco.
Kiwi's got that tarpon on the hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. What's up, Mateo?
Hey, Mateo. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Next up, we got Medic, Gunpoint, Wild Japan, and a little bit more Rolf's on his adventure out there. They're a little scattered this week, guys, just because that's just getting back into the swing of things. So,
nice trout on that screen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that one on the left is. That medic guy looks like some kind of little grunt.
Yeah, you got me. I'm curious too.
A needlefish maybe up on top.
Or a bonita?
Bonita? No.
I think it's a bonita.
On top?
Top left?
Yeah.
I think it's a bonita.
Huh.
It's upside down.
Yeah, it is upside down.
Wild Japan, if you're still in here, I want to give you props. So I took this screenshot off of a video that he did, and he was just sitting there. I don't know where he was at, just on a rock ledge or something, and took his camera and just stuffed it underwater, and he had a trout sitting there. Really cool little video.
That is neat.
Missed that.
He had posted that in the Discord server.
Yeah, I missed that.
And then, like Gunpoint was saying, he's just been tearing up trout for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, obviously.
Got more coming on that, I promise you there. Rush Hour got himself a nice little speckler. Tigers fan. That thing is a stud.
Yeah, nice trout. Golly.
And then Species.
Ooh, man.
Some
Salmon.
studs.
I don't know if that's a salmon or a lake trout on the end there, Tigers fan.
Big.
Big, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's meat. High on my bucket list. Both, all of those are. I don't catch many trout. And Species Seeker YouTube, that's a good little channel. It's worth checking out. His whole channel is new and probably 3 videos in, completely dedicated to just seeing how many species he can catch.
Very cool.
Yeah, anyway, well done. Keep up the great work on that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a grunt.
Grunt, we got a little snapper, another little trout. Of course, Gunpoint's going to be on like probably every
Crappie
slide.
up there, yeah.
Shiny Catfish got himself a new PB. I think he's the one we were laughing at last time with that little catfish. Oh, yeah. And well said. Ben, thank you for that. Yeah, all winter catches. Can you believe that? Like, these guys are just tearing it up.
Very
While
nice.
Japan says he was around dropping the GoPro in the canals before he left Canada. So he was up in Canada when he got that one.
Very cool.
Keep doing that, man. That's cool footage.
Yeah, it was cool. Oh, man, all kinds of fish.
Yeah. High by 7 gill and banana. Everything on the left is banana. Dude, I love those snakeheads just in general. It's just such a gorgeous fish.
Yeah, they're neat. Like it's patterns almost says like it spells out Doug or something.
Like it spells out subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Ooh, some choppers on that one. That looks like a piranha.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
See where that was caught?
No,
That's
but I'm going to be talking to him about that because I'm kind of curious. That's high on my bucket list. Get into those.
Hey,
guys.
that looks like a tilapia on top.
Yes, sir. I think that's his PB. I believe he said it was 33 centimeters.
Wow.
Hmm.
There's a whole mess of fish over there, frenzy or friends.
Mm-hmm.
That was their last trip of the year, I believe. Went out and got themselves just a smorgasbord of good offshore
Yeah.
stuff.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Whoo, sweet.
Yeah.
Man, that's some meat in there. That'll fill your freezer.
Right.
Right.
Got some ducks.
Yeah, I did see the ducks in Discord. I saw those.
There's been a lot of foul just in general in the
A lot
Discord
of
right now.
fowl.
Loving it. Goose, ducks, you name it. I don't even know. Like on this next one, it just Ghost, awesome job on that, by the way.
Yeah, nice out.
Holy smokes. Bobcat down there?
Are those
Yeah.
geese on the top left?
Yeah, those are snows and blues, and then on the far right, it looks like that's a what are those? Like a whooping crane?
Yeah, that's what they look like, some kind of crane.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were seagulls
Huh?
Yeah,
at first glance.
And what is that on the top right up there?
Ucel. Okay, so I don't know what country Ucel is from. There was a little bit of a language barrier here. Got himself a couple of yummy hogs.
Huh.
How do you describe
say
them?
like a capybara or something.
Yeah.
Huh.
Some kind of wild hog they got up wherever he's at.
Yeah, Moneybag Yo with the 5 Canada geese. Very nice. Yeah, I was heartbroken today real quick. We had one goose. Janet's like, I think I hear a goose. And sure enough, here comes a solo goose flying down the lake. And I've got 7 goose decoys out, and I've got a goose call. So I start calling. Here he comes. Perfect. Came in. I shot, dropped him to the water. Hits the water with his head up and starts swimming directly away from us. I shot 2 more times. He's still swimming away from us. Got in the boat. Got over toward him. Shot at him 2 more times. He's still swimming. Swims over to the next blind. They shoot it.
It sucks.
Dang.
Oh. I
softened it up for him.
Yeah.
On my week,
I dropped it out of the sky. Did all the hard work.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, we back in the 90s, we were talking about this on Facebook. We'd have hundreds of thousands of geese, but they just don't migrate down here anymore.
Crazy.
So cheers, Moneybag Yo. Congratulations on the 5 geese.
Yeah.
And
Right.
oh, you got
Bent X, sweet. Y'all shooting.
Bent, yeah. As long as you're not using Alka-Seltzer on them seagulls, keep doing what you're doing. I'm kidding, dude. That's a hell of a catch.
Oh,
and since it's dinner time, we had to do this.
Oh my goodness.
Very nice.
Lobster, shrimp. Golly.
And I just want to rub it in a little bit, so I had to drop my photo in there because that was my leftover bait from the Pompano trip.
Nice.
That's how I roll.
The shrimp.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Good eats.
I could go for some seafood.
Right?
Yeah, especially after this, right?
I think we're having chili tonight.
Ben, thanks for joining us, brother.
Yeah, man. You have a good night. FYI, well, just before you walk out, and guys on panel and a couple other Patreon, all you guys like that. FYI, a couple of select people, whatever. I've got some stuff coming out in the mail. I'm late on Christmas stuff, but just FYI, that's happening. So keep an eye out for it.
Nice.
There you go. If you want to catch some piranha.
Suriname.
There you go. Trip to Suriname sounds like a meetup.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
John, John, get aquaholic. You're driving.
Yeah. Right. Going ocean bound, huh?
We got an update from Australia. G Llama is back. His bonita head bait is gone, but he's got no fish on the line.
Damn it.
Bummer.
Dang it. Hate when that happens.
Yeah. That hurts, man. I was looking forward to it. We'll keep doing this. We're going to do it again. I definitely want to get you up here while catching something.
Well, shoot the video, Wild Japan. What are you waiting for?
Right? All right. It is that time. We need to select ourselves the very first photographer of the week for 2024. Our options are Ghost, Tigers fan, and Bent.
That's so hard.
It is. It was a good week. Good couple of weeks.
All right. Ben's already got a vote for B. Unless he's still in here and changes his mind.
Let's see. All right.
Man.
I got to go.
I got to do it. I got to go with A. That's one of my dream animals. Getting freaking elk.
Yeah.
Elk meat. Good Lord. Good picture. Got the hunter and a couple other folks in there. All of those are good pictures.
Definitely.
He's a little gray, but other than that, got the whole fish in the picture. Got the fisherman in the picture.
Yeah, Tigers, he's tearing it up last time. He got a couple of pictures on the wall last year. Tarpon, I think he got himself a redfish on there. He's just always out there getting stuff. It hurts not seeing a fish like that going on the board, but remember, keep track of these pictures because at the end of the year, we'll do something where we get all of the best catches of the year up there. Again, do something like that for whoever doesn't get an opportunity. Because any one of these could be on the Wall of Fame, and that would be totally okay. Nobody would have any problems with that.
Right.
We're going to make the votes today.
Yeah, David said A for me. That's skill with a boat. Well, all those geese and cranes were killed with shovels. Look at that. There's shovels. In it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We are right now.
Eight.
We're gonna do about 30 seconds. A is the winner by 1. It's 5-4 for
4
for
seed.
Bent.
Yeah.
Nice. We got 12
Well
people.
deserved. If she'll fall that way.
Yep, very nice.
So we got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. We have ourselves a winner for the week. Ghost, congratulations. You got yourself a hell of a catch. All of you guys had a hell of a couple of weeks. Thank you for getting out there, enjoying the outdoors, going and doing it right, and then sharing that with us. We really do appreciate it. Also,
Very
good luck. Dalai Lama's got another bait he's putting out.
Very cool.
Yeah, sounds like you need to try to catch some more bait.
Yeah, right.
Well, Japan just picked up a trail cam. Should have some interesting videos or pictures of.
Nice.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is pouring here. Golly.
It's
Have to
getting
do the
chilly
back
here.
stroke work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm
at
gonna
least
have to
not
get some.
snow.
I might have to go out in the backyard and burn some wood or something like that. Get some heat going on around here. Maybe turn up the heater a little bit. On that note, we got just a couple of minutes left, gentlemen. It's that time of day. We need to go ahead and discuss. Everybody in the chat, it's that time. What can we expect to see from you coming up next week? What are the great plans and everything other than just winding down from the holidays? What can we expect from everybody? Now's when we're going to hold you accountable. Starting off with you, John, birthday boy. What can we expect from you?
Well, we have good friends from Michigan down. They brought their RV down. They're staying down here for a few months to hang out. And again, Michigan. So Mark, who was my best man, has fished the Great Lakes and trout and all that, but he's never fished anything down here. So I got a buddy who's a guide on Bronick Lake that is going to take us out Saturday.
Nice.
And he's going to get to fish for redfish for the first time. He didn't even know what a red drum was. So it should be pretty cool to get him on his first redfish and see what he thinks of that after fishing for walleye and such. So that's our plan for Saturday the 6th. And then the following weekend, I'm flying to Florida to meet an Army buddy, and he's supposed to take us crappie fishing. Crappie are supposed to be in the middle of their spawn, so it should be it's supposed to be really easy. We'll find out. But so there's a couple videos for this month for me.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, I'm going hunting tomorrow. A buddy of mine's got a permit. The guy I went with that opening Tuesday, he's got another permit tomorrow. Don't really know what to expect. And then Janet and I have a permit for Saturday, so definitely be hunting 2 more days this week. We'll see on a video. I definitely need to put some clips together, put something out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mark J gonna be in Montana doing that wolf trap. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be rad.
I've been watching that guy.
Yeah, how many wolves can you bring back with you?
All. Hopefully, I got myself a pompano video that I got to edit. Might be getting out trying to do some trout or something here in the next couple of weeks. But my main focus is now in 2 weeks, we're doing Mexico. So I'm gearing up and erasing all the stuff on my phone and getting ready for that whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Looking forward to it. We're getting Savvy back out. Going to have a blast. We're going to go do all the things that we do and drink a lot of margaritas. Go have some great food. Do the things.
There you go. That's what it's all about.
Sir. So on that note, guys, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We really appreciate having you here. Glad to hear that everybody had such a wonderful holiday season. We hope that 2024 treats you right and that you have an amazing year. And we look forward to seeing you in the video next week. Go do something amazing, and we'll catch you guys next Tuesday.
Peace out.